Well, Flagstaff for many of us is a place that we like to call home, and we know the ins and outs of the city.
That's right, and Wednesday night, the Huffington Post mentioned Flagstaff in a very positive manner. NAZ Today's Emily Cain sat down with Joanne Hudson to find out more.
Flagstaff was recently featured in the Huffington Post article about the 18 most underrated cities. Here talking about that today is Joanne Hudson from the Flagstaff Visitor Bureau. Thank you for joining us today, Joanne.
Definitely, thanks for having me.
Could you talk a little bit about this article and what it was about?
Sure. So this article came from a global Yodel post that someone that lives here in Flagstaff wrote, and then on this website they pull different information for different cities, and they decided to pull together a list of the 18 most underrated cities and destinations. And Flagstaff made the list. We all know it's a great destination, and the Convention and Visitors Bureau works hard every day to promote the city for visitors, tourists, but it's nice to be recognized.
Absolutely. And so what sort of things did the article mention about Flagstaff that made it an underrated city?
You know, it just talked about like the access to the outdoors, the climate we have here, the ability to just, you know, leave your house and be on a trail in a few minutes, and also all the events and festivals we have in Flagstaff.
Yeah, those are some of the things I love about Flagstaff personally.
For sure.
And so what does that mean for us? Like, why is that important to the city?
You know, it's always important to have something like that to be recognized, hang your hat on something, and be able to then turn around and promote that as well. We use those designations anytime Flagstaff is listed as a top or a best something. We can then use those to promote the city as well.
Right. And what sort of audience was that going out to?
You know, when it hit the Huffington Post, that has just a crazy huge circulation and viewership, and I couldn't give you an exact number, but we definitely like having that type of exposure for Flagstaff.
Yes. And what do you do as a public relations specialist as well to get the city recognized?
You know, day to day I am responding to requests from travel writers and just reaching out and letting people know about what is new in Flagstaff, maybe a new restaurant opening or a new attraction. If there's been a change or an update to an attraction, we always send those out to the travel writers and let them know. And then we also maintain Flagstaff social media sites. So we have the official visitor sites for Flagstaff, and we get the word out to consumers and visitors as well.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Joanne. Back to you guys at the desk.